I was thinking about it. October 7th kind of happened again. It was at a much smaller scale, thank God. It was in a different place, but Jews were attacked for being Jews. And we said we wouldn't let the Holocaust happen again, and we said we wouldn't let October 7th happen again, but look what happened yesterday. And the cops who were there, what did they do?
Nothing.
Nothing. It took them so long to come, and some of them were watching as the Jews were getting beaten up for being Jewish.
Thrown in the canals.
So for those who doubted why we need a Jewish state, for those who doubted why we need a state of Israel, the fact that we had to send 2 planes from Israel to Europe to go and rescue our own people is the exact reason why we need a Jewish state.
Look up, they see a sea of people looking back at them. And they think about the people that built these places. They choose.
This is a Hamas headband from Gaza. This was worn by a Hamas terrorist. Okay? It sickens me to hold this in my hands, but I want to show you that if we don't stop this, this is going to come here too. So it's amazing that every one of you came up and showed up today. It's important. But as was said earlier, you need to commit. You need to do more. We need to do more. We need to go and share. And yes, in the Ubers and on the way here, I spoke to an Uber driver who had no clue, not about last night, about the war. Educate them. Give your part. You don't know what it can do. So we'll keep fighting over there. You'll keep fighting over here. Am Yisrael Chai, we aren't going anywhere.
How is it that in 2024 we are chanting "Bring them home," Jew after Jew, be it in Gaza or in Europe, where they keep telling us to go back to? Where can Jews go?
What happened last night in Amsterdam was a literal pogrom. And the fact that we have to say that it was wrong, that it was evil, that it was racist, and to explain that it is not okay to hunt down Jews in the streets, beat us, abuse us, hit us with cars, throw us in rivers, and force us to say "Free Palestine" while laughing at us, shows us that we have been dehumanized and villainized to the point that people are indifferent to our abuse, and worse yet, they think it's justified. Well, it's not. I am done explaining. I don't for 1 second believe that anyone could witness what happened last night or what happened on October 7th as an acceptable, normal behavior in the name of resistance. It is not. It is pure, unmitigated, and jubilant Jew hatred. Woo! Woo! It has been the same throughout history.
Hey, 1 second. No. We are not engaging. This is about us. We are holding notice. We are holding a rally about Jew hatred, and she just showed us that she hates Jews because you're either against Jew hatred or for it.
Because I know that our voice are being minimized, knowing that in 18 years from now, the kid will grow up, go to the army. The fact that we start seeing it worldwide, we will never be alone.
Today, really I feel like my brothers, those fans that were cheering when I was playing in Maccabi Tel Aviv, being attacked. And you should know it's not the first time. We were being attacked as well when we played in Turkey against Galatasaray, when I was there already in 2010, when they said "Free Palestine" and Palestine in the crowd. So a sport, the attack, the Jewish people get in sport is just crazy, and it's huge, and it's not the first time, and we have to make it stop. We have to stop it, and we have to fight for it, and that's why I'm coming here as well, being 400 days after my grandfather being kidnapped from the worst tragedy of the history of the Zionist entity in Kibbutz Nir Oz, which we lost about 117 from 400 inhabitants because they've been Jew, nothing else. That is the attack. And those people who fought all their life for coexistence, fought all their life for having a difference and having a change, and they are the ones suffered most. My grandfather, he fought in 4 wars, but in the same time he was taking sick Gazans to the hospitals in Israel and back. He fought for the right thing and for justice. And what he got? Now he's 400 days. The only great-grandfather held hostage in the world is 400 days in Gaza. And what we get? Our fans being attacked in Amsterdam. I'm calling everyone to do what Bill Ackman did today. Because Bill Ackman today, what he did was delisted his hedge fund from the stock market in the Netherlands. And Bill Ackman is a great supporter. I call all the Jewish around, all the people who can have an influence to do the same. Each one of us can do something else here. Every small thing that we will do will make a difference for the Jewish people around the world. We'll make a small thing to bring the hostages back. We must be united for the hostages and for the Jewish people around the world. We have no other country. Am Israel Chai, we're all brothers and sisters, and we must fight together.
Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home!
Would you mind standing like right here just because the light's hitting me really like harsh? Thanks.
You see what happened yesterday in Amsterdam? Many of you called it the pogroms, and you're right. It mimicked a lot of the aspects of the pogroms in Amsterdam. The pictures were almost surreal. However, the image, the massacre that I thought of was the Farhud in Iraq of 1941, led by the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, a Palestinian who was kicked out of Jerusalem, went to Iraq, staged the Golden Square coup with Rashid Ali and placed him as a prime minister. Rashid Ali then was the one that incited the Farhud, which led to riots and violent uprising against the ancient Jewish community of Iraq. It led to the displacement of over 100,000 Jews from Iraq. One of those Jews, every single one of you is familiar with this name, Shlomo Mansour, an 86-year-old man. An 86-year-old man who was displaced because of the hate, because of this anti-Semitism, went to Israel and was kidnapped by a bunch of barbarians on October 7th and taken into Gaza. They told him he didn't belong in Iraq, and now they told him he doesn't belong in his homeland in Israel. Where do we belong for these animals? Where do we belong? I'll tell you where. It is on us to reclaim our identity. We belong anywhere and everywhere we say we belong. Nobody will dictate our future but us. Amen. We must fight for our rights. We must continue to show up. And hopefully next time Shai calls a protest like this, I want to see 10 times more people. Thousands of Jews. There are millions of Jews in New York. There's no reason we all can't show up. Am Israel Chai.